If you've been wondering how to help your child discover their talent without doing the guesswork, you will find out in this video. But before we dive right in, may I remind you that it is important to find out the real talent of your child before venturing into talent building. Here's why. Helping your child develop the wrong aptitude will mean a sheer waste of time and resources for you and your child. You need to use a scientifically validated tool to test your child's cognitive abilities and get the right insights about their natural abilities and mental capabilities. So, if you haven't yet, watch the cognitive assessment tool video to find out how to use our cognitive assessment tool designed by child cognitive development experts to discover your child's real talent. Now, I will show you how to develop your child's talent using simple and so much fun set of activities. Here we have it. There are 3 activities personalized for each child. And in the case of the child who owns this dashboard, there are 3 set of activities personalized for the child. The Superscale Workbooks, personal activities, and talent activities. The Superscale Workbook activities are daily activities designed to improve the cognitive abilities of a child. There are multiple intelligences, decision-making ability, focus concentration level, creativity quotient, and so on. Personal activities are weekly activities focused on developing the 4 strongest natural abilities of a child, while the talent activities, the last of the 3 sets of activities, are monthly fun projects designed to continuously spark the talent of a child. So if you're thinking of talent building for your child, the first step is to discover their talent. Now, going on to talent building, you can use these 3 activities as a definite decisive tools decisive tools to help you unlock their potential one activity at a time. Now I'll take you through the Superscale Workbook and let's see what's in it and how it helps our child. Every month, a child has a set of Superscale Workbooks that's downloadable every month. This is a fresh dashboard for this particular child, so only the first month is downloadable. By the same date the cognitive assessment was taken, in the next month's activities will be downloadable. Now, if you click download now, you'll be able to download a set of 50 worksheets that have fun exercises to help the child develop their cognitive abilities, their intelligence, their focus, concentration level, their creativity quotient, and all other forms of intelligences. Apart from Superscale workbooks, there are also personal activities. Personal activities, again, are weekly activities that you can possibly do with your child in the weekend. So you can be the guide for your child and you can achieve some child parent bonding. Activity 1 is focused on the strongest ability of the child. If you remember, for this child, as we saw in the cognitive assessment, the strongest natural ability was logical. So the activity you will find in activity 1 bundle will be logical, while activity 2, 3, 4 will be based on the next 3 strongest abilities. Again, we focus on strongest abilities. We focus on strength rather than looking at the weaknesses of a child. It is easier to help a child develop what they already have natural strength in. And that's why we focus more on talents rather than haphazardly trying to help the child get some skills. So you do not register your child for random programs where they just learn dancing or they just learn art and craft or they just learn how to fix this and that. But the right thing to do is to first of all discover where the natural strength in and use these two talent building tools to begin to spark their talent further. So, activity one, the strongest, focus on the strongest ability, two, the next strongest, three, the next strongest, and activity four, the next strongest. So, we're going to look at the personal activities now, and we're looking at activity one. So, you'll find that the type of activity is logical because the strongest strength for the child is logical. If you look at activity two, the type of activity will be the next strongest natural ability, which is visual for this child. Activity 3, we focus on the third strongest ability for the child. In this case, for this child, it is musical ability. And the fourth activity will focus on the fourth strongest strength of the child. In the case of this child, it is interpersonal. So going back to activity 1, which can be done in one of the weekends, and activity 2 can be done on another weekend, activity 3 another weekend, activity 4 another weekend. What are personal activities? What are they like? Don't forget, they are focused on developing the strongest natural abilities of the child, and that's like their talent. So for this logical learner, what's the activity like? You can click under action, you can click view now to see the activity you can do with your logical child or whatever the natural strength of the child is at the weekend and enjoy some child parent bonding. You would have two columns here. First one, a tutorial, and the next one, the exercise. And there are instructions. Here are a set of experiments that you can do at home and find the logic behind your observation. That's for a logical learner. Now you have tutorial there so you can watch how the experiment is done. For every personal activity, there's a
Need an advanced
tutorial
website for your business?
attached to it.
First, go to Wix.com.
Let me quickly say that each of these tutorials are mostly public curated tutorials, videos that have been specifically selected and attached to the task, to the activity the child takes at each time. So necessarily, you will see a page like this if that tutorial is curated from YouTube.
I'm Margot from Wix's team.
We can skip the advert, of course. Don't forget, the activity is about an experiment for a logical learner, and we want to see how this experiment is performed. So you allow your child watch this tutorial, and after watching the tutorial, he or she will be ready to take this activity, learn by doing. Let's see what the activity is. Here we have it, fun activities to do that the tutorial already has all the answers to. So after watching the tutorial video, the child will easily be able to attempt the activity attached to that tutorial. And that's what all personal activities look like. Again, personal activities are deliberately designed to make the child practice enough in their natural strength so that they begin to develop that strength better, one activity at a time. So apart from the Superscale Workbook, which is a very good tool to spark their cognitive ability, there are the personal activities which are deliberately designed to spark their natural strength. Then finally, there are the talent activities. Talent activities are projects that the child would be able to do after taking the super skill workbooks and personal activities for the month. Don't forget, all these exercises are in bundles. The super skill workbooks are 50 of them for every month. The child is expected to do them daily, as many as the child can take a day. Personal activities are weekend activities. The child is expected to do one in the weekend. Talent activities are projects that the child can do once in a month. Now let's see the talent activities we have here. You have a host of them, and for each of them, you have reward points for the parent who has guided this child through these exercises. So after doing exercise 1, for instance, that the topic is waste management, the reward point is 20. After submitting this exercise, you will find 20 reward bar points in this dashboard as parenting score. That's beautiful. So you also find the format of the exercise. In the case of talent activity 1, waste management with 20 reward points, the format is image of write up. So it means the child needs to write about waste management and take an image of that write up to upload here. So for talent activities, after doing them, you come here to upload. Just click choose file, select where the file has been saved on your device, and upload. You have instructions to read for every activity. Here some general instructions to make you understand how to take the talent activities. So when we talk about talent development, talent building, we need to understand that it cannot be random and be successful. We need to understand that it cannot be haphazard and lead us to building the career this child will be fit for. So here you have it. The tools will provide for your child to build their talents. So no more trial and error, no more guesswork, no more registering your child for random courses and classes that do not add up to their talent development. Leverage these personalized activities, scientifically validated to unlock potentials to develop your child's talent. Sign up for Unlockster, and I will see you in the inside.